Question I keep getting asked on, even though I've talked about it before on here, is branched chain amino acids and where do I stand on them? For the most part, I'm not a fan at all. There's only 3 scenarios where I recommend branched chain amino acids over essential amino acids or just skipping it altogether. 1, you're a low protein eater. 2, you're a plant-based eater. And 3, you're an endurance athlete. So let's talk about those first two. The whole goal of eating protein is to trigger something called muscle protein synthesis. Let's just call it MPS for short, because that's a hell of a tongue twister. And to do so, on average, you need about 3 grams of one of the branched chain amino acids called leucine to trigger that MPS response. Now, if you're chronically under-eating protein, we're not going to get to that threshold amount of leucine per meal. And if you're a plant-based eater, well, oftentimes plant sources are notoriously low in leucine, so supplementing with a branched amino acid in both scenarios is going to help you maximize an MPS response, so it makes a ton of sense. Endurance athletes, it's going to bind to serotonin receptors in the brain, which is going to prevent you from feeling fatigued, and it might be used for a little bit of energy as well. So again, it makes sense there. But the average person using branched chain amino acids, your average gym bro or gym gal who's already eating a ton of protein, consuming protein powder on top of that, it's a huge waste of your money. And in fact, sipping on it chronically long-term, I've seen lead to mood issues for how it interacts in the brain. So again, BCAAs, for the most part, not a fan. If you're not in those 3 scenarios, I would save your money.